අපි ගැන හිතන එකම රීලෝඩ් එක. අදම 749ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න.
Resolution or Sri Lanka had been on the agenda since 2009, time to time. Irrespective of the government, irrespective of the political parties in power, irrespective of the leadership who is there, the country Sri Lanka had been perpetually on the agenda. So whatever you deliver, they will continue with a new team, and this will remain. So if anyone is saying that this is been targeting a particular government or particular leader, we are all misled by that. That is not the case. There is this continuous push to keep on the agenda, use the human right as a tool to control the manner in which affairs in Sri Lanka has been done. And unfortunately, until the recent economic crisis, Sri Lanka was on a good path compared to what it used to be. Now people have forgotten before 2009. So we explained this to the core group. So therefore, in principle, we have opposed this.
Sri Lanka is gearing up to respond to the resolution at the 51st session of the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva on Thursday. The core group at the United Nations Human Rights Council has produced a 19-point resolution on Sri Lanka. This is a draft resolution and it has received the support of 30 other countries. The core group on Sri Lanka comprises the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Canada, Germany, Malawi, Montenegro, North Macedonia and the United States of America. The first 2 points in the draft resolution have welcomed Sri Lanka's engagement with the Office of the UN Human Rights Commissioner. However, almost 9 of the 19 points mentioned in the draft resolution express serious concern over the economic crisis and the recent violations of human rights in Sri Lanka. The draft resolution expresses concern at the human rights impact of the economic crisis, including as a result of increased food insecurity, severe shortages in fuel, shortages in essential medicines and reductions in household incomes. The core group also expresses concern at other human rights developments since April 2022, including violence against and the arrests of peaceful protesters, as well as violence against government supporters, resulting in deaths, injuries, destruction and damage to the houses of members of parliament. It also calls upon the government of Sri Lanka to address the ongoing economic crisis, including by investigating and, where warranted, prosecuting corruption, including where committed by public and former public officials, and stands ready to assist and support independent, impartial and transparent efforts in this regard. The core group calls on the government of Sri Lanka to protect civil society actors, including human rights defenders, to investigate any attacks and to ensure a safe and enabling environment in which civil society can operate free from hindrance, surveillance, insecurity and threat of reprisals. Interestingly, the report of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights reported on economic crimes that have taken place in Sri Lanka.
If economic crimes have taken place, legal action will be taken as per the Sri Lankan law. Various parties have already sought legal action. However, we accept that Sri Lanka needs economic reforms. The UNHRC must follow matters related to human rights. This is why the UNHRC is perpetually keeping us in the agenda. They intervene in every matter, irrespective of the fact that it does not concern them. In the future, they might even say that there are mistakes in cricket as well.
Point 8 in the draft resolution states that the core group recognizes the importance of preserving and analyzing evidence relating to violations and abuses of human rights and related crimes in Sri Lanka with a view to advancing accountability, and decides to extend and reinforce the capacity of the Office of the High Commissioner to collect, consolidate, analyze and preserve information and evidence, and to develop possible strategies for future accountability processes for gross violations of human rights.
Make it this is a very dangerous thing. That what they are trying to do is to, and already on the 46th one they introduced that, they want to reinforce that, giving power and money to collect evidence against Sri Lanka and use it to prosecute Sri Lankan war heroes and people who are responsible bringing peace for this country, to prosecute them outside the jurisdiction of Sri Lanka, which we cannot agree. That violates the constitution, that violates the separation of power, that violates the independence of our judicial activity. So therefore, we have told this is unnecessary, uncalled for, we cannot agree, and we will do it in our country and allow us time and space.
47 countries will exercise their vote at the UNHRC session, and almost 30 countries have decided to co-sponsor the resolution on Sri Lanka.
We know that though the wider membership is 193 is overwhelmingly sympathetic towards Sri Lanka, the voting membership is 47, which is being totally dominated by a group with their economic and other power. Whether we, irrespective of the results, we cannot agree or co-sponsor that, because that will go against our people. In order to safeguard our sovereignty and the integrity, we will continue to resist us together with our friends. But unfortunately, the composition of the Human Rights Council had changed. And now many who voted with us and our friends and like-minded group the last time is no longer members of the Human Rights Council. So therefore, we are in a difficult situation. That is the reality. So without the support of the country concerned, can the others impose on us? So that is why that is our position at this point in time.